past the All-Star break doors, each game means that much more as we march towards the playoffs.
Well, Kevin, the playoff picture starts to come into a little bit sharper focus. Teams know it, and there's more attention paid to the standings every day that passes.
Now, here's Grant. Ball stolen. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And then Melodon with the dunk.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
It amazes me how quickly you can change ends. You've got to be prepared to sprint the floor.
Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Now, here's Brown. 11 points for him in that last game against Detroit.
And, guys, he was also huge on defense, turning away 2 shots and altering countless more.
Here's Lee. The Thunder making the shot. Inside, here's Plumlee, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And the second free throw, good. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Melodon passes to Roby. Here's Dort. Now the pass to Roby, and it's sent back by Plumlee. Back to Jackson. Launches it. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Oh, and here we go with Lee. Nobody back. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Dort passes to Brown. Poked loose. Pass to Roby. Up and in on the layup.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Now here's Lee. It's hauled in by Brown. Well, Thunder have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Roby. Lays it up off the glass. Roby's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And it's Plumlee that time on the assist by Lee.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to Brown. Down low. Here's Melodon. Plumlee with some nice D. The Pistons have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Lee outside. The Thunder pull it in. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. So for the Pistons, Stewart's checked in for Plumlee. Diallo comes in for Josh Jackson. And it's Jackson in for Lee. Here's Jerome. He's coming off a 10-point game against Detroit.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off it.
The Pistons leading.
And people talk a lot about Diallo's athleticism, but this guy also plays with a high motor.
You're right, Greg. He's always in attack mode. He runs the floor, willing to crash the boards. And defensively, this guy shows great lateral quickness, great tenacity, footwork. I get that he's raw, but the upside is absolutely there.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. The Thunder making the shot. Jackson has the open look. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Roby the pass to Jerome. And it's good, 2 points.
just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
This is it to Stewart. To the left wing. Here's Bay. No good on the three. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Bradley's checked in. "20 seconds left to play in the first. Now, here is Muscala. Not a lot of room. 6 to shoot. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Here's Mikhailuk. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so the first quarter is in the books. Thunder out in front, up by 5. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Corey Joseph is out there with Smith. Then there's Doumbouya, and it's Diallo in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Detroit right now. Mikhailuk can't get it to go.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Back to Joseph. The Pistons working the ball around now. Bounce pass from Diallo. Smith kicks to Diallo. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Diallo's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Detroit. Mikhailuk passes to Muscala, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And that's what you want to see. Good fundamental sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Smith in the posts, working on Williams. There's the pass to Doumbouya. To the paint. It's stolen by Bradley, and it's Tony Bradley with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Plumlee is checked in for Diallo. Pistons trail by 4. Smith wide open. He fires. Misses the 3. Oklahoma City shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Stewart passes to Doumbouya. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. It's 2-on-1. Pass to Dort. Over Joseph. It's tipped. For the finish, the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And this is what you want from Dennis Smith Jr. He has to find the open man and deliver it on time and on target.
Now here's Melodon. Puts it up from 15. Bradley can't get it to go.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
Joseph looking around. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Thunder have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. Brown is checked in for Kenrich Williams. The Thunder shooting their first foul shot of the night. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Roby's checked in. Pokusevski the pass to Roby. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Leads running. 2 points. That one goes.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against the Thunder.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Dort passes to Roby. Rebounded by Jackson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Detroit. They trail by 3. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City, where they were able to handle the Thunder.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. We'll see how the rotations go this time out. Every night it seems to be different.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Here's Pokusevski. 46 seconds left now here in the second. Roby the pass to Pokusevski. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Jerome passes to Brown. Pass to Jerome. Passes to Mikhailuk. There's the feed to Brown. And there it is for him. Brown's got his second basket.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offense. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end. And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You gotta like what Mason Plumlee has done in this game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
As a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
So the Thunder 5 right now. We've got Brown, and it's Pokusevski in at the small forward. Good on both. Here's Lee. He's still scoreless so far in this one. He feeds it to Grant. Back to Lee. The Pistons working the ball around now. There's Jackson with the 3. Offensive rebound. Plumlee. And it's blocked by Brown. The pass to Roby. Pass to Melodon. Here's Here's Dort, guarded by Jackson. 4 on the clock. Plumlee with the steal. Pass to Bay. Grant outside. Looking for Lee, gets it there. Back to Grant for the tie. Buries it from three-point range. Grant's got it all tied up now for the Pistons.
Well, Grant is going to have to expand his range. And how about the confidence on that jumper?
Passes it to Roby. Lets it go from 11. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Here's Grant. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Lee in the posts. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Lee to the wing right side. Bay, no good.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Pokusevski, the pass to Roby. Some solid defense from Grant.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Plumlee finds Lee. Back to Plumlee. Shot clock at 6. Out to Lee. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Jackson for the lead. And taken away by Brown. The pass to Dort. Feeds it to Brown. Rebound by the Pistons. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Lee up top. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. It's good.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Got a piece of it. And now here's Lee. The fast break opportunity. The feed now to Plumlee. Here's Dort. Covered by Lee. Dort passes to Melodon. Lee with the ball. And here's the break. Here's Dort. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. So Detroit ends up going with the new group. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:06 left here in the third quarter. There's the steal. It's taken away by Smith. Knocks it loose. Jackson with the bounce pass. Smith dishes to Jackson. Back to Smith. Shot clock at 5. Shot from 12. Here's Stewart. And they call the foul. So, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
First personal foul, team's call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Smith, beyond the arc. The offensive rebound.
Well, hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's Detroit leading by just 2. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Pistons, Diallo out there with Doumbouya. Then it's Corey Joseph. And there's Jackson, and it's Stewart in at the center, filling out the middle.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Lee's checked in for the Pistons. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Roby's checked in.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
The Pistons lead it. Lee outside. Stewart. It's good on the putback.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Luke passes to Roby. Here's Luke. He's guarded by Diallo. Here's Muscala. Doumbouya pulls it in. Doumbouya's got 4 rebounds in this game. Back to Diallo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
That free throw good from Diallo. No good on the second free throw.
Yeah, the main thing here, though, guys, is just to make sure you get a 2-possession game now.
Jerome, good.
And, guys, all about hard work from this point on. They worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Picked his pocket. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. The kick out to Williams. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Pistons leading by 3. Now Lee. Now the dish to Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
The drive by Lee. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Jackson. Out to Lee. Takes the 3.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Detroit's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First one falls for him. And Oklahoma City making a change here. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Left side, Brown. Fires from the wing. Off the left rim and out.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Lee up top. Kicks to Plumlee. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Roby. And here is Maledon. And he banks in the layup. 8 points for Theo Maledon.
Big time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Has the ability to score against size, and those were crucial.
A drive by Lee. And Lee with the stuff.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
Here's Roby. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. He drops the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. Josh Jackson's checked in for Detroit. He hits both from the stripe. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Lee outside. Stolen away. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And then Brown with the dunk. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Now here's Lee. He right on him. So the first one drops, and that ties the game up. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
The Thunder have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Passes it to Dort. 1:03 left in the 4th quarter. To the inside. Stolen by Grant. Now Detroit moving it up. Kept alive. Out to Lee. Grant outside. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
They have to be careful with the ball.
Maledon passes to Brown. A high post shot. Hey, he pulls it in.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Lee outside. 16 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. The pass to Plumlee. Clock at 4. Back to Lee. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And so he's good on both free throws. And that gives them the lead. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. 1 second left in the 4th quarter of this one. Guys, what's your take?
And they've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick, but it doesn't have to be a heave. You can still catch, turn, and shoot. They've got one shot at it here, obviously. It's a make-or-break situation.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions.
So a close game sees Welcome fans to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, he's fighting it a little bit at the free throw line. In the past 10 games, the stroke just hasn't been what we saw earlier in the season. He'll be trying to right that ship here tonight.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. We've got Plumlee, Lee out there with Jackson. Then there's Grant, and it's Bay in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Magic, Bacon is out there with Carter Williams. Then it's Ennis, and it's Okeke in at the 4 spot. Three-pointer. Plumlee, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Carter Williams, and Carter Williams slams it in.
And when you allow Carter Williams to get that close to the basket, he's going to throw it down. I mean, just a ridiculous athlete.
And it's Lee penetrating, and Lee with the stuff.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And here at the midway point of the year, lots of guys banged up, Clark. Is it hard to decide when to play through and then maybe not to play? When to sit?
Yeah, you know, that's a good question, Kevin. And a lot of times it's about pain tolerance, the severity of the injury. Is it something that you can play with that won't linger on and you don't have the possibility of further injury? Those are the factors that go into playing hurt or playing in pain.
There's Okeke. He's covered by Grant. Carter Williams can't get it to go. For the Detroit Pistons, they won their last contest, that game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Here's Lee outside for Jackson. Back to Lee. The 3. Keeps it alive. And the second chance effort by Jackson.
I had a coach tell me once, it's hard to turn guys up. You can turn them down, but it's hard to turn them up. And Jackson has a great motor. Excels at getting after misses and grabbing offensive boards.
Here's Ennis, and the shot goes in. And here is Lee. To the middle. Here's Plumlee. Grant outside. Lock at 6. Lee passes to Jackson. And they're on the break. Here's Okeke. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
The first free throw is good. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Carter, he's checked in for Kem Birch. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for James Ennis. Terrence Ross is checked in for Dwayne Bacon. And Jason Randall's subbed in for Michael Carter Williams. And then for Detroit, Stewart's checked in for Plumlee. Diallo comes in for Jackson. And it's Frank Jackson in for Lee. It's deflected. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Playoff seeding is so important here as we take a look out east. You look at Orlando. They're down in the bottom of the conference. Their fans hope they can turn it around and show some improvement. And, of course, there's the Pistons right behind them, just 1 spot down.
And I think for the Magic, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
Yeah, and it's too bad, really unfortunate, because I did think the potential was there. But at this stage, I think we've seen their best, and it's not going to be good enough this season.
Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for the Magic. And it's Smith missing. Magic have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Back to Ross. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Ross has earned his reputation as a team-first guy. Excellent at distributing the ball.
Here's Smith, and Smith with the stuff.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Smith drives in, down low, stolen by Bamba. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Ross leading the charge. Bamba passes to Porter. Second chance shot, and the rejection by Smith. Now here's Diallo. 11 points for him in that last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
Hampton's checked in for Orlando. Joseph, he's checked in for Detroit. Ross against Jackson. Now here's Bamba. He's covered closely. Ross passes to Hampton. To the inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Joseph.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Hampton misses.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Diallo the pass to Stewart. Off target from three-point range. The Magic have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Magic shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Here's Doumbouya. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
Entering for your Magic, Michael Carter-Williams.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Orlando has possession. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Pistons ahead, up by 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Pistons, they've got Jackson. Also Corey Joseph out there. Plumlee out there with Doumbouya. And it's Stewart in at the 4-man position. But they get it back. It's hauled in by Stewart. So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against Oklahoma City. Stolen by Bamba. Carter with it. Picked up by Joseph. Now, here's Bamba. Defense right on him. Hampton passes to Bamba. Outside for Carter-Williams. 6 to shoot. It's Porter. Outside. Plumlee with the rebound. Joseph looking over the floor. Inside. Stewart. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
They get the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
He lobs it up.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Okeke. Some solid defense from Grant. And so Grant will bring it up for Detroit. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Lee goes in. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pistons.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
And the Magic making a change here. Randall's checked in. Dennis Smith, he's checked in for Detroit. To the paint. The Magic again can't hit.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Smith, the pass to Stewart. Intercepted. Here's Okeke. No good. Some solid defense from Grant.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Smith outside. And the pass to Bay. Lee left side. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. And Orlando making a change here. Ross is checked in. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Diallo's checked in. Kicks it to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. And Stewart gets it to go. Stewart's got the lead up to 11 now for Detroit.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Pass to Birch. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Randall against Smith. 1:10 left in the second quarter. Stolen away. Ross with it. Diallo's there. No good from Ross.
No one to blame on that one but himself. When you get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Kem Birch. Bamba comes in for James Ennis. Porter's checked in for Dwayne Bacon. And Hampton subbed in for Randall. No good with the triple. The Magic trail by 9. Hampton kicks to Bamba. Here's Hampton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Smith inside. Pass to Plumlee. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. So for the Pistons, Doomboy is checked in for Jeremy Grant, and it's Jackson in for Dennis Smith. Jackson dishes to Plumlee. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Hampton in the corner. Bamba inside. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Boy, good strength that time from Bamba. He's accustomed to getting bodied on the way up and still finding a way to finish.
Jackson from long range. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Detroit. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. The Magic trail by 7. We've got Michael Carter-Williams. Aiken is out there with Ennis. And it's Birch in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. Ennis misses.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Lee, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Michael Carter-Williams. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know, but you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly, born and raised.
The Pistons have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. First free throw is good. And he can't hit the second. The Magic trail by 10. Here's Carter-Williams. The putback out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block. And Clark, you gotta like what Bacon brings to the table. Has some size, strength, athleticism. He can create his own shot, but the consistency has been really up and down thus far.
Yeah, I'd agree with you, and I love his motive. He wants to get better. He's working at getting better. And like with most young players, you have to understand when the shot's not going, there are a lot of different ways you can contribute. Bring your energy, and definitely bring your energy and activity to the defensive end and on the glass, and you'll always find a spot where you can help your team. And I tell you, I love watching Grant get busy down there. I mean, his impressive leaping ability and his quick release on the shot allow him to score at a high rate down low.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Now Lee, he's got 6. And he's going up for the alley-oop. It's stolen by Carter-Williams. Here's Birch. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis. Ennis has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pistons leading by 8. Lee up top. Carter-Williams covering. Lee passes to Grant. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
The Pistons shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. To the middle, and the dunk by Grant.
Boy, take a look at the hops of Grant. I mean, really getting up and sending a message with that alley-oop.
And it goes out of bounds. And last touch by Carter-Williams.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
For the Magic, Wendell Carter comes in for Cam Birch. And Randall subbed in for James Ennis. And then for Detroit, Stewart's checked in for Plumlee. And Smith subbed in for Lee.
Simply dynamite in the pick and roll is Dennis Smith. Superb at fitting passes through the defense in these sets. Pocket passes, we call them.
And yes, it's good.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Yeah, and Smith doing a nice job getting his teammates involved. Terrific at spotting the open man.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Grant outside. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And now it's a 12-point Detroit lead.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
Making the pass to Okeke. He kicks it to Carter Williams. Trying to get open is Carter. Carter Williams can't get it to go.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. It's stolen by Smith. Down low. To the left side wing. Stewart. The three-pointer, no good. And so it's Rendell bringing it up now for the Magic. Down by 12. Carter Williams can't get it to go.
Not a single point in this quarter for him. Obviously, not what they need right now. He's got to score.
Bounce pass, Smith. Over to the wing. Back to Jackson. Pass to Smith. From deep three-point range, Stewart tips it back in. Stewart's got the lead up to 14 now for the Pistons.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Orlando shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first one falls. Both teams will make substitutions. And so he makes both from the line. There's 14 seconds left to play in the third. Outside, Joseph. And there's the pass to Jackson. 2 on the clock. Oh, good on that one. And so it's Detroit enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the... And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Dwayne Casey.
Solid defense wins this game right here. All right.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Pistons, they've got Doumbouya. Jackson is out there with Corey Joseph. Then there's Plumlee, and it's Diallo in at the 3 seat. Porter against Jackson. It's good, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Porter.
Yeah, showing he's not just a catch-and-shoot guy on the perimeter. Porter attacking.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
And here's Joseph for 3. And Bamba pulls it down. The Magic shooting poorly, just 35% so far. To the inside, and stolen by Diallo. Outside, Joseph. To the paint, stolen by Bamba. Outside, Porter. There's the lob to the hoop. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Frankie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And the basket by Hampton.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Bamba with the block.
Boy, great timing and awareness there from Bamba. He sends shots away on the daily.
Lee outside. Shot clock at 6. Throws it up high. Ross with the steal. And here's the fast break. Ross leading the way. Bamba's shot is off.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And up the court come the Magic on the break. Here's Porter. The shot missing. And Detroit the other way now. They've led by as many as 14 points.
And they've had the edge in rebounding all night long, and none bigger than that one right there.
And guys, you've seen it countless times. In a close game, hustle plays can really make the difference.
Here's Ennis. Makes it off the glass.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Toomboya can't get it to go. And the Magic with possession. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Ennis with the ball. Diallo's there. Hits. How that one from Ennis.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at it.
Lee bounce pass. Diallo kicks to Toomboya. An easy 2 points on the layup. Diallo's got his first bucket of the night.
And they needed that. Their lead is getting smaller by the minute.
Yeah, I agree with you. Good possession there. They had to stem the tide of this comeback a little bit, and I think they did with that play there.
There's 1:17 left in the fourth. They get it back.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Love it. Porter stepping up in a big moment. Showed some guts there.
Lee outside. He dishes it to Plumlee.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Left side, Porter. Can't hit that one. Plumlee with some nice D. So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine.
Lee outside. The putback, it's good.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in. Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Here's Hampton. A fresh 14 for Orlando. Here's Bamba. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Bamba's got crazy length and impressive height, obviously, at north of 7 feet. Helps him on that offensive board, but his tenacity, a big part of that, too.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
No good. And so it's the Pistons who come out on top here. This win, such a All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and side as we approach our broadcast location in downtown Orlando. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. They've got Meladon, and it's Roby in at the 4 spot. And for the Magic, Aiken is out there with Carter Williams. Then it's Ennis, and it's Birch in at the 5. Bacon the pass to Birch. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Now here's Meladon. Carter Williams covering. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Roby the pass to Meladon. Just 5 to shoot. And Michael Carter Williams gets the whistle that time. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Now for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, you know, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
Pulls up on the elbow. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Bacon's shot is off. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Dort passes to Roby. Here's Dort. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Here's Brown, and the layup is good.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And passing with a purpose there. I love how Carter Williams keeps his teammates involved.
Down low, it's stolen by Ennis. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Here's Birch. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Brown the pass to Roby. Here's Dort. And that one's good by Roby.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And here's the fast break. Carter Williams leading the way. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. The pass to Dort. To the middle. Stolen. And now Orlando on the break. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Now here's Meladon. Defense is right there. Brown outside. Now here's Melodon. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Roby. Okeke grabs the miss. Orlando leading by 4. Ennis passes to Carter Williams. Here's Okeke. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Dort inside, and it's denied. 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. Magic moving the ball around. Here's Carter Williams. Roby with the rebound.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
The putback, it's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Dort. Carter Williams covering. Dort passes to Brown. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Magic lead by 4. 2K. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Thunder 5 right now. Mike Muscala out there with Williams. Then there's Bradley. And it's Mikhailuk in at the shooting guard. Magic leading by 4. Ross with the bounce pass. Back to Randall. Ross dishes to Randall. And a miss there on the triple.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Goes back up, and it's good on the layup.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Bamba against Williams. Passes it to Muscala. Misses from close range.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And how about the 9'6" standing reach Bamba has? I mean, it's unguardable this close. Dunks it with such ease.
Pass to Jerome. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Hampton's checked in for Randall. Williams with a clean look. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
And Terrence Ross, the wing from Washington, signed a 4-year deal with the Magic in 2019. The team loves what he brings as a 3-and-D type of player.
Carter kicks to Porter. Pass to Hampton. For 3, Ross. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Yeah, and quick, like as quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
And Greg, with Ross, he's finally found his role. He's also a great finisher at the rim.
You know, he seemed lost early in his career with Toronto, but he has found a home with Orlando and is playing his best basketball, knows what's expected of him, and how he can help contribute to wins.
Bradley passes to Mikhailuk. Out to the wing. Muscala with the ball. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
And the basket by Hampton.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Mikhailuk. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Bradley. Here's the pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Jerome. The Thunder with another miss. Magic leading by 6. Ross finds Porter. And here's Carter. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Bradley. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
Ross kicks to Hampton. Here's Carter. And he lays it straight in. Carter's got the lead up to 8 now for the Magic.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Mikhailuk passes to Bradley. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Orlando. Williams with the steal. Left side Bradley. Here's Mikhailuk. And it's sent back by Carter.
The anticipation from Carter Jr. has a strong...
And so it's the Orlando Magic in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is it was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening. And that's going to do it for our halftime shows.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Here's Maledon. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. You've got Ennis. Aiken is out there with Michael Carter-Williams. And it's Birch in at the center, locking down the middle. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And now Orlando on the break. The shot's good from Bacon. And the Magic lead by 8.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. One-on-one here. Here's Okeke. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The Thunder shooting just 28%. They are offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Feeds it to Brown. 9 feet out. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Magic leading by 8. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Ennis misses.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Dort misses. The Magic have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. A 3 ball. Carter Williams can't get it to go. Thunder trailing by 8. The feed to Brown. Cuts off the pass. Pass break. Here come the Magic. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Roby. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Dort. Dishes it to Brown. That one doesn't drop.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
Okeke, no good. And here are the Thunder now. 8-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Well, Orlando shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. It's stolen. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. Ball's knocked loose. And now Orlando on the break. Ennis has got the ball. Passes it to Carter Williams. 1:58 left in the third quarter of the game. Brown outside. And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's stolen by Ennis. Pass to Okeke. Shooting foul. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Pass to Melodon. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Magic leading by 8. Randall left side. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. First trip to the line for him here.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
Jason Randall.
Good on the second free throw. 58 seconds left to play in the third. The pass to Muscala. Here's Mikhailuk. Outside Williams. Muscala up top. 5 to shoot. Over Carter. And it's sent back by Carter. To the inside. Excellent D there from Williams. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. They trail by 9 points. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Passes to Muscala. Stolen by Carter. Bamba in the high post. 4 seconds left. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, the comparisons to Rudy Gobert are understandable. Bamba's insane reach really helps on both ends of the court.
So he gets them both. From deep, Williams. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Orlando Magic. Their lead, and it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Muscala, and it's Roby in at the power forward. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Roby's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Thunder. Here's Porter, and that one drops. Porter's got the lead up to 11 now for Orlando. Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Roby, defended by Carter. Muscala with the bounce pass. Pass to Jerome. Muscala, great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
To the paint, here's Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Mikhailuk passes to Muscala. Here's Mikhailuk. It's stolen by Randall. And now Orlando on the break. Bamba's running and finished off by Porter.
And being 6'8", dunking, not an issue for Porter. All he needs is good position, and he's good to go.
Randall surveying the D. 8 feet away. Poked away. Pass to Hampton. Now Bamba. He feeds it to Carter. It's stolen by Muscala. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Here's Mikhailuk. It's hauled in by the Magic. Carter's got his 6th rebound on the night. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And he comes up with the deuce. Thunder trailing by 13. Here's Jerome. Baseline jumper. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
Textbook bounce pass there. Perfectly timed.
Here's Randall. And he drops it in from the low post. And the Magic lead by 13.
And this is what you want to see more of from Bamba. Making an effort to share the rock.
Here's Roby. Here's Muscala. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Here's Hampton. That one, no good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Roby the pass to Muscala. It's stolen by Randall. 1:16 left to play here in the fourth. Hampton kicks to Randall. The 3. Carter the pass to Bamba. That's tipped.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Magic.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn them.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Wendell Carter.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
Randall dishes to Bamba. Carter outside. Here's Randall. Orlando getting another chance here. And the pass to Hampton from the arc. Lets it go with a three. That shot no good. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah.
And tonight, two clubs, Smitty, that love to work their half-court sets. What can the fans expect tonight?
I think when you look at two teams, Kevin, that play at a slower pace and like to play in a half court, you will see more basketball strategy. That's some old school hoops, and I like watching it.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. We've got Plumlee, Lee out there with Josh Jackson. Then there's Jeremy Grant, and it's Bay in at the small forward. Here's Roby. The feed to Brown. And now in transition is Lee. Here we go. Grant outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Roby. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Here's Lee. That shot misses. Some solid defense from Brown. Here's Oklahoma City now. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You know, sometimes great skill can overcome a lack of intensity, but it's very rare.
Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Lee.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Here's Pokusevski. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Pistons have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Here's Lee, and he converts the layup.
That breaks their string of misses. Now 1 for 5. You can feel their sense of relief.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Dort passes to Melodon. Doubled by Lee. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two.
So it's Detroit now. And so Grant will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Their last encounter was in Detroit.
Not a close contest either the last time they got together. Everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
Detroit with the ball. On the wing, Lee. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Assist from Jeremy.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Stolen by Jackson. Lee dishes to Plumlee. Here's Roby. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Here's Dort, and it's sent back by Plumlee. And now in transition is Lee. Here we go. There's the lob to Jackson. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. And Dort gets it to go.
And the D really on its heels on that possession. Didn't know what to do.
Lee outside. Jackson in the corner. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Over to the left wing. Now, here's Grant. He's guarded closely.
And the combination of athleticism and defense Grant brings is superb. A guy who you can depend on to compete.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there.
just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Jerome, guarded by Jackson. Bradley against Grant. Bradley passes to Muscala. 6 on the shot clock. It's tipped and stolen by Diallo. .112 left to play here in the first. A slam dunk by Diallo.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it, following the bucket by the Pistons. And here they come. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Here's Mikhailuk. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Now here's Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Jerome passes to Bradley. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And on the season, you know, only shooting around 73%, so not necessarily where he'd like to be.
Smith outside. Passes it to Doumbouya. Over Muscala. That one wide left. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Pistons. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Diallo out there with Doumbouya. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Smith. And it's Stewart in at the center position.
And have to be very careful when you're on Smith Jr. He doesn't back down from the contact.
Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
For Oklahoma City, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Pistons. There's the triple. Here's Stewart. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Now here's Bradley. 9-point game his last outing.
And they've got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of it.
Smith, the pass to Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And no doubt Smith has the vision. When one of his guys has a clean look, he's quick to get the ball to them.
To the middle. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Bradley's got the game tied up here for Oklahoma City. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Stolen. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Jerome. He's coming off a 10-point game against Detroit.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
Here's Smith, following the score by Oklahoma City. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Working on his interior game, Smith Jr. is very aware he has what it takes to score from there.
The kick out to Williams. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Bradley can't get it to go. The Pistons have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Now the pass to Stewart. Rebound by Muscala. The Thunder have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Here's Jerome. Pass to Bradley. It's taken away by Smith. Oh, and here comes Joseph all alone. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Joseph's got his first 2 points.
And Smith proven to be a fantastic point guard, a terrific passer who does a great job of moving the ball on offense.
Here's Jerome. Here's McKaylee. Back to Bradley. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Bradley's got 4 points in the quarter.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And it's Smith penetrating, and it's Smith finishing it off.
Easy to lose track of the pick and roll. Smith Jr., his speed and IQ are superb.
It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. 50 seconds left in the first half. And Muscala kicks to Bradley. Pass to Jerome. Now Diallo. 11 points for him in that last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle. He brought energy. And he brought it on the glass.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his second trip to the line in this one. And he makes the first. Both teams deciding to change it up. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Lee. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Detroit shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one drops. And the Thunder making a change here. And both free throws good for Lee.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
8 feet away. Here's Brown. Passes it to Melodon. Here's Roby. The Thunder with another miss. And a close game so far through the... Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. And you look at the Pistons. Shaq, how does this team take that next step? And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to be...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Oklahoma City trailing. They've got Meladon, and it's Dort in at the 2-guard spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And there's the foul. It will go on Lee. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Rope. He's covered by Grant. Roby the pass to Brown. Here's Rope. Back to Brown. Missed inside. Lee outside. He feeds it to Grant. And it's blocked. And he recovers it. Out left to the wing. The wide open look for Plumlee. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Dort passes to Roby. Sinks that one from the post. Roby's got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Now here's Meladon. Covered by Lee. And that one's good by Roby. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Dort misses. Tight game here in Oklahoma City. Lee kicks to Jackson. Plumlee, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Here's Meladon. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Roby the pass to Pokusevski. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Pokusevski's got the lead up to 2 now for the Thunder. The Pistons have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. It's deflected. Thunder have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Now here's Meladon. Guarded close. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Muscala, he's checked in for the Thunder. Kenrich Williams comes in for Meladon. Detroit also making some changes. Stewart's checked in for Plumlee. Jackson comes in for Josh Jackson. And it's Joseph in for Lee. Shot by Joseph, no good.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Pistons trail by 4. And here is Joseph. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Williams passes to Dort. This is to Muscala. The pass to Roby. 5 on the clock. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Roby's got 10.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Joseph. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Stolen by Joseph. Here's Bay. Throws down the breakaway jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Muscala hits the bucket.
These are the fundamentals we're always talking about. Excellent bounce pass.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Knocked away. And the Thunder with the possession here. Roby the pass to Pokusevski. It's blocked. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Pass to Stewart. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Stewart's got the game tied up here for Detroit.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Williams passes to Roby. Some solid defense from Grant. And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for Detroit. The shot and game clock separated by 4. There's the lob to the hoop and the dunk by Grant.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Williams passes to Roby. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Roby's got 10 points now just in this quarter. The 3 from Joseph. A putback. Here's Stewart. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 2. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Pistons lead by 2. 2K Sport. And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Dwayne Keaton.
All we got to do is move the basketball. The ball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Diallo out there with Smith. Then there's Jackson. Then it's Plumlee. And it's Stewart in at the 4 shot. Oh, that's offensive interference. On offense, here are the Thunder. A 2-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that will be the 3rd of 5 straight played at home. Here's Roby. He's guarded by Plumlee. Brown. Rebound by Smith. And, well, Detroit shooting straight 49% from the field. And Stewart gets it to go. Here's Jerome. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got 4 rebounds in this game. Diallo the pass to Jackson. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Here's Jerome, covered by Smith. Pass to Roby. Kicks it to Brown. 4 on the shot clock. Over Plumlee. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Now here's Melodon. Here's Roby. Brown right side. Over Stewart. That one a little long.
This is how it's been so far. He's missed every shot he's taken, and the team is suffering the consequences.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
That free throw missing. So both teams changing it up here. And he's good on the second. Thunder trailing by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Grant sends it back. And now here's Lee, the fast break opportunity. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Lee in the posts, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
With their lead starting to stretch out just a little bit here late, they're in a prime position now to wrap this one up. Nice set play, running right off the screen, creating space for the gimme.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Dort's checked in. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Lee with the ball. And Lee with the stuff.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. And Jackson with the basket on the assist from Plumlee. And it's a 10-point Detroit lead.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Pokusevski, the pass to Brown. Lays it up and banks it in. Brown's got his first 2 points of the night.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Lee with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Shots good by Lee.
And the basket has become almost like the ocean here. They have not missed anything here down the stretch.
Here's Dort. Guarded by Jackson. 1:33 left in the game. The putback. Plumlee with the rebound. And it's Detroit's ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Right side, Lee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Passes to Roby. And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both. Detroit leading by 10.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Detroit.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Lee dishes to Grant. Plumlee, the pass to Lee. Shoots over Brown. The second effort. Bounce pass from Plumlee. Bay from outside off the mark.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Detroit, no good that time either. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Williams is running. Here's Miller. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Smith scanning the floor. And the 3 off target. And so the Pistons take the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the... A look at the Magic starting group. We've got Ennis. Aiken is out there with Carter Williams. And it's Okeke in at the power forward. And for the Pistons, Jackson is out there with Lee. Then there's Jeremy Grant. Then there's Plumlee. And it's Bay in at the 3 spot. Here's Lee. And Lee with the stuff.
Do not get casual with the basketball around Josh Jackson. He has the length and athleticism to make things happen.
Got a piece of it. Banked in off the glass. And a tough stretch for both teams, Doris. As a player, do you change your approach when you're in a losing streak like this?
I think, Kevin, one of the things you do is you put your head down and you continue to work. You understand that in the course of a season there are highs and lows, but you do not react to those. You continue to work.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. And getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Bacon, covered by Lee. Birch the pass to Carter Williams over Jackson. Carter Williams can't get it to go.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And Jackson gets it to go.
Well, this guy is developing more and more of an interior game, and I like watching Josh Jackson convert this close to the cup.
Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And here is Lee. There's the lob to the hoop. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touched by Lee.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
So it's Orlando now. 6-point game. Pass to Birch. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And passing with a purpose there. I love how Carter Williams keeps his teammates involved.
Lee, and Lee with the stuff.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Carter Williams. That one's not going to go. And it's Detroit the other way. And it's Lee penetrating. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Carter Williams, the pass to Birch. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
And Lee with the stuff.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
So Detroit ends up going with the new group. The Magic shooting their first free throw tonight.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
The free throw drops for Carter Williams. Pistons leading by 3. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Jackson misses. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Magic. Porter, no luck.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Carter Williams against Smith, and he comes up with the deuce. Carter Williams has got his second bucket of the night.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And he's going up for the alley-oop.
And this is what you want from Dennis Smith Jr. He has to find the open man and deliver it on time and on target.
And Carter Williams gets it to go on the assist from Carter. Carter Williams has got 7 points in the game. The Pistons leading. Smith scanning the floor. Jumboya gets a wide open look. The offensive rebound, Stewart. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. The Pistons making a change here. Joseph's checked in, and the Magic making a change here as well. Jason Randall's checked in for Michael Carter Williams. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
The Magic making a switch here. Hampton's checked in. Deflects the pass. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. The Magic trail by 5. 27 seconds left in the first quarter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
2 shots.
That one is no good. Detroit leading by 4. Outside, Joseph. Throws it up high.
That's 2 really unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnover.
The Magic have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Pass to Bamba. Outside for Randall. Off target from outside. From deep three-point range. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Pistons lead by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Pistons, they've got Jackson. Jumboya is out there with Diallo. Then it's Corey Joseph, and it's Stewart in at the 5. Jumboya dishes to Joseph. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Hampton. And here we go. Hampton heading to the hoop. Got it. Good job in the low post. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes.
Reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Randall against Joseph. On the 3 off target. The Magic trail by 4. Bamba with it. No points in the game yet for him. Tries from 7. And the basket by Hampton. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
And the jam by Dumboya.
I'll tell you, a terrific read from Corey Joseph. He recognizes the overcommitment of the defense and takes advantage.
The pass to Hampton. Randall outside. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Diallo. Porter with the steal. Onto the bounce pass. And there's Randall on the assist from Bamba. Randall's got the game tied up here for the Magic.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Here's Diallo. And Bamba pulls it down. The Magic have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Carter finds Bamba. Back to Carter. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Sekou Doumbouya.
And he's a crafty, kind of an old school big. Carter Jr. knows how to keep defenders off balance.
Carter hits them both. For Detroit, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. For 3, Smith. Kept alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
To the paint, here's Okeke. Some solid defense from Grant. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Smith. Good work defensively by Carter.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Back to Plumlee. Stolen by Carter. 1:04 left in the first half. Ennis misses. Pistons have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Here's Plumlee to the wing on the left. Outside Jackson. Goes back up. They shoot again. Out to Smith. Stolen away. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Ennis has got the ball. Ross for 3. Another miss by Orlando. And, well, Detroit shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. And the dunk by Grant.
Well, I'll tell you, he is showing strides in improving the passing aspect of his game. Josh Jackson, pretty look there.
Here's Ross. And Ross with the slam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Here's Smith. A putback. Plumlee with the steal. Up and in on the layup. Plumlee's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. The second quarter. And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Pistons leading. Tip it off the second half. Here's Steve Clifford's 5. They've got Carter Williams. Aiken is out there with Ennis. And it's Birch in its center. Lee bounce pass. Plumlee off target with his 3. Magic shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Here's Ennis. Lays it up off the glass. Ennis has got it all tied up now for the Magic. Now here's Lee. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Lee's got 8 points. Now Carter Williams. Ennis taking his time here. Birch the pass to Okiki. Back to Birch. And they pick up 2. Birch has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
Jason Randall's checked in for Carter Williams. Here's Ennis. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this, and he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Stewart misses. Orlando trailing here. Randall passes to Birch. Here's Okiki. Here's Ennis. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. 6 to shoot to the left side wing. Here's Randall. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And the dunk by Grant.
Well, Jeremy Grant doing what is to his strength, which is get out in transition, give yourself an easy opportunity.
It's intercepted. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Here's Ennis. The shot by Birch, no good. Pistons leading by 5. Here's Jackson, and he banks in the layup. Jackson's got his first points of the night.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Here's Bacon, guarded by Jackson. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the dunk by Grant.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Birch. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Magic have shot 6 of 7 at the line, and the first one drops. And he makes both free throws.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
The Pistons have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Always going up for the alley-oop here. 1:49 left to play here in the third. And that one, good. Hampton's got 7 points in the game. And so it's Detroit with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And here comes Hampton leading the fast break. Ross dishes to Bamba. Count that bucket. Now it's just a 3-point Piston lead.
Well, don't let that lean frame fool you. Mo Bamba able to muscle through contact. Nice.
Smith kicks to Grant. And again, Detroit turns it over.
And checking out the numbers for Joseph, how the second half of the season has shaped up for him. He's putting up 9 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
The Pistons shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Grant, that's good. 14 points for him.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Ross on the wing. Stolen by Joseph. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. And the dunk by Grant.
This may be as aggressive as Jeremy Grant gets. He is right now lighting up the opposition.
To the right side. Here's Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be. And Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty.
Grant the pass to Joseph. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And now that we've gotten a chance to see it in slow-mo, I think the ruling has to be that he did not beat the buzzer with that shot.
We've got more in store for you right after this. And
keep working the baseline behind the defense. But down there.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Dennis Smith is out there with Josh Jackson. Then there's Plumlee. Then there's Doumbouya. And it's Diallo in at the 3. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Boy, the drive ends with Terrence Ross taking a bit of a hit, but it doesn't matter. He scores anyway.
Porter with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And Carter Williams slams it in.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Smith against Ross. Nice shot by Smith.
Well, Dennis Smith Jr. is a tough cover because he can finish with either hand. You better not give up the lane because he'll make you look foolish.
And stolen by Diallo. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. A slam dunk by Diallo.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Carter Williams against Smith. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Porter. Doesn't go for him. And it's Detroit the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Smith outside. He lobs it up, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Well, Dennis Smith Jr. is so good at pick-and-roll situations, understanding how to pass around the defender.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Ross against Jackson. It's good, and the Piston lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Ross.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
And Carter with his second chance points.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. And it's Smith missing.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's Carter Williams. A miss that time would have put him up.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Bamba against Smith. Jackson from long range. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, Jackson, the young gun, showing, you know what? I can be big time too, fellas.
Diallo, no good. The Magic trail by 4. Here's Carter. Doumbouya pulls it in. Smith against Carter Williams. Smith left side. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr.
Make no mistake, the determination that Dennis Smith Jr. plays with on the interior is going to make good things happen.
And it's Ennis with the ball for Orlando. Here's Carter Williams. No good with the layup. He dishes it to Ennis. Carter Williams, the pass to Okeke. Lock at 6. Tries again. Rebound by the Pistons. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it. The fast break chance. Over Ross. They get it again.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Carter Williams dishes to Ennis. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Gotta show more muscle to keep him off that low block.
Well, it's a couple of things here, I think. Certainly the effort, the willingness to fight, and the willingness to push him off of his comfort zone.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. Josh Jackson's checked in for the Pistons. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're behind by 6. 44 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And Ennis slams it in.
And just a perfectly designed play. Anytime you can get a dunk on the inbounds, you know the X's and O's were in the right spot.
Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Goes up the baseline. Ennis misses.
Great job on the glass. Body's down low, needing to fight for position. That's perfect.
And the dunk by Grant.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Carter Williams against Lee. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Misses there.
And Grant works hard on the defensive end of the floor. His activity and wingspan, big hands, really paying dividends.
And so it's Detroit with the W. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up. Here's a look at the schedule for the Magic. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Washington Wizards. And then on Friday, they'll defend home court against the Indiana Pacers.
And that game against the Spurs, you know they're going to be amped up for that one. And they'll need to be. That's going to be one tough game for that group.
A look at the Magic starting group. They've got Bacon, also Carter Williams out there, and it's Okeke in at the 4 slot. And for the Thunder, they've got Melodon, and it's Pa Kusevsky in at the small forward. So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board. Here's Melodon. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change, but sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 16s, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
Okeke passes to Carter Williams.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
That one drops for him.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Now here's Melodon. He's guarded closely. To the middle. Here's Brown. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Melodon passes to Brown. Here's Roby. Fade away, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Orlando called for the foul. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Orlando.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And the pass to Bamba. And here is Ross. And he makes good on the layup.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And Clark, when he comes in the game, you know that Terrence Ross is looking to score. That's his role, and boy, he relishes it.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's cut from the cloth of the old school bucket getters, where you know their primary objective and focus is to put it in the basket, and they do it a lot of different ways and at a high volume. So that's who Terrence Ross is. He's an explosive, dynamic, packs a lot of points in the short periods of time scored.
Here's Jerome. The Magic hitting the bucket. He gets it in there. 1:36 left in the first quarter. Passes it to Bamba. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Inside, here's Muscala. Can't hit that one. Good work defensively by Carter. Porter passes to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
And the shot is long. On offense, here are the Magic. They're on a 16-5 run. Oh, and there's the alley-oop and the dunk by Bamba.
Boom! At over 7 feet tall with bounce, Bamba, a great option for the alley-oop.
Pass to Mikhailuk. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ross. Bradley's checked in for Oklahoma City. And a change for the Magic. Hampton's checked in for Randall. 40 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Bradley. Pass to Jerome. Shot clock at 6. Back to Bradley. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw, no good.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And he sinks the second. 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Jerome, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Out to the right wing. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
And so it's Orlando enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Right back after this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, we've seen the Magic really take control here.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
You've got Bradley. Williams is out there with Mike Muscala. And it's Dort in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. This is his second trip to the free throw line. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career, and that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
Now here's Melodon. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Down low, here's Bradley. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
The shot by Birch, no good. And so Brown will bring it up for Oklahoma City. Down by 12. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Yeah, and you know, those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way, everything's going against you. Very frustrating.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now here's Brown. 11 points for him in that last game against Detroit. Okeke grabs the miss. And now here's Ennis, the fast break opportunity. Now the pass to Okeke. Back to Ennis. He shoots again and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And here they come. Here's Birch. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis. Ennis has got 4 assists in the game.
Really good ball movement there in transition.
Ennis on the double team. Passes it to Dort. To the inside. Here's Pakusevsky. Maladon passes to Bradley. Pass to Maladon. Shot clock at 3. Shoots over Carter Williams. No good off the back of the rim.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
He's off on that one. And Orlando the other way now. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
And, you know, one of the things about missing free throws is not only are you not getting points yourself, but it allows the other team to maintain momentum or keep a rally going.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Magic leading by 14. And here is Ross. And Ross with the slam.
You cannot give Ross room to launch. You can't let him take flight. When he's this close, he's going to hammer it home.
And that one's good by Roby.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Bacon. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Here's Roby. Here's Muscala. Nails the baby hook. Muscala's got his second basket.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Thunder trailing by 14. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Mikhailuk. He's guarded by Ross. Dort passes to Muscala. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Finished off the break.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Here's Jerome. And so it's Orlando.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith. Orlando was looking great right away. They launched into a 6-0 run with an impressive. And now with the second half about to get underway.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And here now the Thunder. It's a 16-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that will be the third of 5 straight played at home. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And so in the game for the Magic, you've got Ennis. Carter Williams is out there with Bacon. And it's Birch in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pakusevsky can't hit.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
A steal to the middle, intercepted. Here's Ennis. Pass to Bacon. Here's Carter Williams. No good from outside. Thunder trailing by 18. Here's Dort, and he uses the glass on the layup.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Orlando, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. There's Bacon. It's deflected.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
From the low block, Brown outside. Ring shot on the way, and Bacon pulls it down.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Out to the wing. Here's Carter Williams. Magic moving the ball around. Ennis. A three-pointer off the mark.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Williams is checked in. And it's blocked by Brown. They get it back. Porter kicks to Carter Williams. Back to Porter. Here's Bamba, and the dunk by Bamba.
The awareness, something people don't always talk enough about with Porter. That's a great find there.
Williams double team. The pass to Brown. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Just 5 on the clock. Akusevsky, the pass to Brown. Makes it off the glass. Brown's got his second basket of the night.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
To the paint. And there's Porter on the assist from Carter Williams. And the Magic lead by 15. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. And Carter Williams slams it in.
Now, that's all heart from Carter Williams. I mean, he works hard out there to outrun the defender trying to stop him on the break. Well done by Williams.
Williams passes to Pokusevsky, and the shot goes in.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
And it's Carter Williams with the ball for Orlando. 1:05 left in the third. They swipe it. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, so often we see this transition buckets off turnovers.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
It's stolen by Brown. Pushing it up. Here's Dort and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. 35 seconds left here in the third quarter. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Carter Williams. Down low. Here's Bamba. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, it's not a bad idea to foul Bamba. Actually, a good foul. He's hard to stop, and he's not that strong a free throw shooter, so send him to the line.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Thunder trailing by 19. 20 seconds left in the third. They get a hand on it. Williams passes to Jerome. Now here is Muscala. That one wide left. Just 3 on the clock. Williams with the block. And so it's the Orlando Magic with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he may not not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Meladon, and it's Roby in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
And good that time.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Magic leading by 19. Ross passes to Carter. Over Muscala. Ennis misses.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Here's Mikhailu, defended by Carter. Here's Mikhailu. Clock at 4. Here's Jerome. Off target from three-point range. Carter drives in. And then Carter with the jam.
Ross has earned his reputation as a team-first guy. Excellent at distributing the ball.
Thunder trailing by 21. Inside, here's Roby, and he converts the layup.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Meladon passes to Roby. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Roby's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Here's Okeke. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Magic lead by 21.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
It's stolen by Randall. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Yes, that goes in. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Passes to Mikhailu for the 3. Okeke grabs the miss. Okeke's got his 6th rebound on the night. Ross, that's good. 6 points for Terrence Ross.
And whenever Ross is in attack mode, it's always a good sign.
Jerome passes to Muscala. And it's sent back by Carter. Here's Ross. And Ross with the slam.
Putting on a show. Ross can elevate with the best of them.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Pass to Mikhailu. 1:37 left in the fourth quarter. He kicks it to Muscala. Count that one. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Orlando Magic. It's Randall with the drive, and it's good. 2 points.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Magic.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And in the final game of this season series, they have to be happy earning the tiebreaker here, finishing up the year with a winning record of 2-1 against the Thunder.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Ross passes to Okeke. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Here's Mikhailu. Pass to Roby. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
Okeke passes to Ennis. Misses in close. And so here is Oklahoma City. And another fast break chance here for the Thunder. Here we go. Here's Roby. Muscala with the bounce pass. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, more brain neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight.
And so it's Orlando taking this one.